Alright, here we are back at Yanlong going up with a 2 break. Let's see if we can't get a clean clear this time. A lot of what we do here on the first few turns is about setting up for a delayed break. We want to break on the spear and not the sword. You can rush and break on the sword, but you give up quite a bit of damage that you don't want to give up. So what we're doing is we're just setting up for a mostly maximized first break, so that you don't really give Yanlong a chance to do anything after the break, because he spends that turn like, hey, I'm gonna do these buffs and then I'm gonna die. And that's the whole point. You use your team speed to obliterate him based on that. So that's the idea. Again, Pugnacity is about buffing her to get her damage up, but also stalling, because we're not going to be doing anything with that entire row for 2 turns. And the only thing we're doing with the top row is applying some regen. Okay, good. No one died. I don't like how low A2 got, but it is ultimately what it is. So she's always at risk. This turn is also a stall turn. So as long as A2 doesn't get killed here, we're fine. The rest of this is literally 100% stall. So we're literally doing nothing but a self buff on this turn and a cure. This take command does absolutely nothing. I guess 2397 damage isn't nothing. Alright, we did not trigger Hang Tough, so that's I'm happy. I don't care after that. A2 is not important really after Yanlong dies. Like she can do some nice things, but ultimately it's not important. In any case, the previous turns were about making sure that 2B is up front, because we want her to get Lynette ult. A2 you don't have to worry about because she's fat. Whoa, she's not fast enough here to get Lynette ult. So that's why my A2 damage is lower. I might have to just put more speed on A2. I didn't even think about that. That's why her damage is not good. Wow. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. It's still enough to get the job done, but I didn't realize that A2 being slower there was causing that as a problem. I did not notice that in my previous clears. But that does answer that question. And you're like, how is Lynette so fast? Well, I have 9S goggles on her, and I didn't take any of A2 speed on the board, so she's actually one of the slower characters, the slowest thief I have, actually. Which I know that's kind of a funny thought, but it's true. Anyway, we're gonna max Fior and 2B here, because we're going to just use their ults, but we're not using her ult, and we're not using Tressa's ult, so 3-4-3-4 is the split here because we're doing this without Pomegranate. So this is a Pomegranate-less run. We are using the 4-hit cleave, 4-fold cleave, and last stand for the bird phase. So Alpha here is just literally some regen, and that's about it. Yeah, so ult. That's going to do a good chunk of damage. That's going to do a good chunk of damage. Even Tressa's damage here is not insignificant. It's not great. Yeah, that should be more like 45k there. That's 10k damage. That's enough to throw my calculation from my last run off. I didn't realize it was that far off. That's a really strong turn, though. We're going to switch over to Therion because I want to get her SP back. We're definitely still doing that. Yeah. Okay, so that's a good break. See, he calls the crow, so that's like a turn he takes off. And then, cool, you called the crows, but now like I'm speed clearing, like because you're so low, you're not locked anymore. I can just speed clear you and break you in 2 turns, and then kill the following turn. So this is just literally that. Yeah, that looks good. And to guarantee the kill, like sometimes like, depending, um, I may be able to just kill with her there, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm actually going to Crumbling Cut here, as well as like a ×3 dual harvest with this Savage Assault, and that Crumbling Occult, that should kill Yanlong on turn 9. And then it's just the Burbs with 1 break left, and then Therion can take care of that, and then I can waylay them with damage. But I definitely want to get Yanlong dead, and I miscalculated my last run, and he didn't die, and yeah, it was awful. And there's the Hang Tough proc, which is why I wanted it then, because her Berserk is going to wear off, and that's fine. So here we just go ahead and Last Stand, max dual harvest. This is definitely just a single Hellfire because we'll wait for the rest of it later. And then I guess we just Tressa ult. No, she's not ready, so we just max Trifold Thrust. I don't want her to have priority though, it's kind of annoying. We'll just do this. We'll just max Trade Typhoon. I want her to hit for like break damage to get the extra boost. It's not going to be tremendous, but you know, it's something at least. That's good. And then now we ult and dual harvest. Honestly, Crumbling Cut probably does more than anything Therion's going to do here, and then I guess we'll just do that, just because, like, might as well. Alright, that's fine. Now we get back to breaking, so fourfold cleave is fine, dual harvest is good, and then Therion comes in with the 4 break here. I guess we can just go ahead and do that. I don't see a reason not to. Fior's uses are pretty much done. Therion doesn't do any damage. Once we break here, things are just gonna die because 2B's back on the show. Okay, so now all focus is gonna go to here. So let's just Crushing Assault this here. Yeah, that should be good. Next turn everything dies, so we'll get the switching bonus. We might as well go ahead and Tressa ult, just because what else are we gonna do? AoE damage kills that bird, and that one's broken, and then Crushing Assault. There we go, that's it. Nice, pretty clean. Just got one little setup thing to fix so that A2's damage is a little better, which will help my future clears. But that's it. We finally got the clear I was going for in. Big shout out to Master Roxas and many others in the Discord, really, for the help. Regret AC, a lot of great advice as well. And you know, there's just too many awesome people out there. Luke, another great one, just helping work on the theory crafting. So this is my party. I will show you A2's speed. It is only 432, so her speed is very, very low compared to other thieves. Therion at 501, so literally just didn't take any speed with her. Got some nice, like 2B is super max, which is super nice. I love that. Yeah. So here's the skills. No Pomegranate. I took Crushing Assault instead of Perfect Evade. That is your choice. I like Crushing Assault in this fight. It is super good. If I had A2, I would definitely take an Axe skill. And then, yeah, kill even faster on the birds. Alright, so she's got 2B Goggles and Viswald Scarf. Just stat sticks. 108, so she hits the cap. I have A2 with Elite Thief's Emblem and Famous Thief's Lockpick. Maybe it's better to do something else, but I think that's about as good as I can do. I could put the cameo on there, but I don't think it's necessary. I'm going to look at that. Maybe I've moved the cameo over, but this doesn't give any attack, so that's why I didn't. So, it is what it is. This is about as good as I have for Fiora left over. I just don't have anything. Lynette having 9S's goggles is all about speed. It makes her very fast. None of this really matters, it's just about her surviving. But if we look at Lynette, her speed is 512 because I threw on King Chomper Vest and 9S goggles. So she is absolutely stacked to the gills with speed, and this is just about survivability, so that she almost has 3,000 HP. Because I can't put the Brave Fan on her. I can't take the Brave Fan off. It's useful for the Kota and other buffs lasting longer. But other than that, it's pretty standard. It's use what you got. You may not be able to get quite as much damage on that first break, but you should be able to 2-break. It may be a little rushed. You might not quite finish them off if you don't quite have enough damage on that first break, but that's the idea. If you don't, you can go for a 3-break strategy, but that's super RNG filled, whereas this new clear for me has removed most of the RNG. All I have to do is make sure that I react properly and break and kill Yanlong after the break, because he does nothing. He just buffs himself, calls the birds, and dies. That's his job after the break, and that's pretty sweet, because the birds are very easy to deal with. They take a little bit of time, which is annoying, but they're easy to deal with. So enjoy. Hope that helps you in your processing of this fight. I do have other videos where I do different clears. The 20 turn one is traditional. I don't have enough damage to 2-break, so I'm going to play it as safe as possible, kill the birds first, and then kill Yanlong. You can certainly watch that video for inspiration if you don't quite have the damage to do this, because not everybody's going to have an A4 2B and some A4 accessories to make things work smoothly. But, I just want to be as helpful to the community as possible, because they've been helpful to me. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy this clear. Thank you.